built successfully. For the navigation, firstly, we need to add some dependencies to our project. Okay, so firstly, I'm gonna add the navigation dependencies. I'm just copy pasting this dependency from another project and just need to paste it over here, and also just these. If you want this dependency, I'll put in the description. You can check over there. Also, we are using the data binding over here. Here you can check, this is the data binding. Directly we can just put it. Just need to sync our project and just wait for the building. Fine. Our project is successfully built, as you can check, right? For the navigation, firstly we need to create the navigation in the resource. Just need to right click, add new directly. Firstly we'll just give the name as navigation, hit on enter, and inside this we'll generate the navigation file. Just give the main nav underscore nav name. Just this is the navigation. Just click on OK. Okay, inside this we can check main nav is generated. Okay, fine. Firstly, for the navigation, we need some launching, right? Here we have a main activity, which is our launcher activity, right? For launching our navigation, okay, firstly go to our activity, okay, and here just add our navigation. Just go to design, just directly type here nav hosting. Okay, just need to add, drag it. This is the we need to add, and just okay. Just here we have added our navigation. Just remove this. Okay, here an error. Just for the I'm gonna using the linear layout. Just okay, fine. You can use as your preference. Okay, nav graph, nav step. These two attributes should be there. Okay, fine. Just come to our navigation. Okay, here firstly we need to add the fragment. Okay, here we have an option. Directly from here we can add our fragment. Just create new destination. Just simply blank fragment and just give here name. Let's give the login just for as an example. Just hit. Okay, here you can check the home arrow should be displayed. Okay, as we can check in split. Okay, it's gonna be the start destination. Means once our application gonna launch, the login fragment should be displayed at the first step. Okay, after that we'll add, just go to design tab, and also for we have added login. Also we can add the another fragment. Just give the name, just simply give the name as let's say home fragment. Okay, just we have added. Okay, this is the second fragment. Okay, just go here. Okay, you can check home fragment is also added. Okay, for this let's close this. Okay, fine. We want to once we logged in our login fragment, just need to go to the home fragment. For this, we need to define the action here. Once we add, you can check that once we from the login fragment, we directly go to the home fragment. This is the link. Okay. Also, let's design the another fragment, add the another fragment just for the here we can give as a registration fragment. Okay, just hit on finish. Here also we can add, let's okay fine. Once we have a probably once the login directly jump to our if the user is not logged in, need to first registered. Okay, for that, let's say user don't have any account to our application. For that, needs to add firstly need to register themselves. For this, you can check here action from login to registered. This is the action is added. From once the user is registered, he needs to jump to the home fragment. Okay, here the action is also added. Let's say, and also if is registered, the user needs to go to the login fragment. Just I have added this action also. Fine, we are done with this. Let's design our login fragment, registered and home fragment. Just go to our code. Okay, here we are on the login fragment. Okay, just go. We'll remove the unwanted code from here. Just to do on create, let's companion object. Okay. For the data binding, firstly go to the fragment. Okay. Just we need to add the data binding over here. Just let me convert this into linear layout first. Okay. And just right click and just you can check convert to data binding. Here our fragment is converted to data binding. Okay, let's do this for the another fragment also. We have a register fragment. Just go to just remove this unwanted code. Just go to our registration fragment. Here also just go to code. Let me do this as a linear layout. Just right click and convert to data binding. We have do for the same also for the home fragment also. Just removing this code in object. Let's just go to home fragment, split. Here also I am converting to linear layout. Okay, linear layout. Fine. Just right click, convert to data binding layout. That's it. Now you can check once we have done, just we can add here a binding just for private let init var. Just need to give the binding here directly type fragment login binding. Okay, need to add this code to each fragment. We are the login, this registration fragment. Let in it where binding registration binding. Just go to home fragment, just have it, let in it binding, just we here for the home binding. Okay, we have done with the binding all the codes. Just go to let's design our login fragment. Just I'll remove this. Firstly, I'll remove this code. I don't want. Okay, just orientation as vertical. Here I'm giving the edit text is match parent wrap content. Okay, here text color should be black. So any color text size should be, let's give as 30 dp. Okay, just this is the, we can give the hint also. Sorry, just a hint. Let's enter your name. Okay, let's give some margin. Give some margin as 30 dp. Right. Okay, let's below that let's add the button. Should be match parent and wrap. Just give the name to our button. Should be, let's give 9 and side. Just improve the text size. Okay, fine. Let's give the top margin 30 dp. Okay, right, good to go. And just give the margin from all sides, it's 20. Okay, good. Here we are typing her name, just sign in. Okay, fine. Once we click on the sign button, we need to go to our home fragment. Also need to add, if the user don't have an account, just we'll add the text view. Should be, let's wrap match parent wrap content. Just will add as text. Don't, let's give register here. Register here. Give them as an size 30 sp. Just give as a 20. Okay, fine. Let's give color is as in black. Okay, Let's keep this as a gravity to center. Okay, let's 20 dp and just give the top margin as let's say 25. Okay, fine. When the user clicked on registered here, he should move to register fragment. Okay, let's give the id to each id edit 3 underscore name. Okay, just id btn. Let's give them as sign n. Okay, also we'll give this id as register. Just register. Register txt register. Okay, fine. Just go to our fragment. Okay, fine. For just for the data binding, I'm just removing this code and just overriding the method on view created. Okay, here I'm bind our view binding equal to fragment login binding dot bind with my view. Okay, fine. Here directly we can access binding dot. Here the three IDs we have declared in our login XML. Here we can access. Let's firstly do the navigation for the sign up button. Once the user sign up to our once the user hit on sign in button, he needs to transfer to the home fragment. Okay, just need set on click listener. Okay, just adding here. Just for the navigation, need to add find nav controller dot navigation. Here needs to provide the id dot action. Here whatever the action we have defined in the navigation, it should be displayed. Once we click on the sign up, needs to open the home fragment. Okay, fine. Just secondly, we have the registration. Once the user is not registered, once he clicked on registered, he should be transferred to register fragment. Here find view navigation controller dot navigation dot navigation r dot id dot here from the login should be go to registration fragment. Okay, we'll design the same to the each registration also and the for the fragment also. Just continue. We are on the registration fragment. Let's go to our registration. Here we have a blank. Just remove this text view. Okay, just give this as a orientation as vertical. Here first, if you want to register some user, first he needs to enter the text match parent and wrap content, his name. Let's give then hint, let's give enter your name. Okay, just give the ID, date, score, and score. Let's registration. We have to mention a unique ID, session name. Okay, let's give this the text color as black and text size should be 30 p. Let's add as in top margin 30 dp. Then we are adding button should be match parent wrap content. Here we are just giving the ID of button btn, just login. Okay, to just text. So let's give the name to our button. Nine, chest size. It should be 30. Let's give us 25. Okay, just give as a top margin 20. Okay, fine. Enter your name, just giving once the user click on the sign button, we should go to home fragment. Okay, let's do the coding. Here also we bind our view, just I'm removing this and overriding on view, sorry, on view created. Here I'm binding my view with binding equal to fragment registration binding with bind with view. Okay. Directly we can set here binding dot we can access the button login dot set on click listener, just giving here find nav controller dot navigation. Here we are providing id dot action. Once the user click on login button, he should transfer to home fragment. Okay, and now let's design just the home fragment. Here, okay, just remove this, just orientation vertical, just getting the name of user, edit text, match parent, wrap content, text size should be 30 dp, color black. Let's give top margin as 30 dp. Okay, let's firstly give as a text view. ID. Just give the size. Color should be okay. Just also improve some little bit size. Okay, let's give as textile bold. Okay, and just top margin 30 dp. Okay, fine. Margin from welcome. Here the username should be displayed. That's it. Just displaying this in gravity should be sent. Right. And for the edit text, margin from all side giving 20 dp. Okay, fine, good. Okay, text view. Let's run our application and we'll check the output. Okay, here needs to go to our setting. Here we have a gradle. Build gradle is to select the version 2, return OK, and just build the project. Okay, here we have successfully built our application, and let's start. Hit on run and let's wait. The user click on registered here. He needs to transfer on the register file. This is all about the navigation concept. In the next video, we'll learn how to add the argument to our navigation and transfer the data from let's check from the once we enter here name, this data should be transferred once we clicked on the sign in, should be transferred over here, should be displayed. Okay, we'll see in the next video. Thanks for watching. Let's subscribe our channel to get the next video notification. Thank you so much. Continuation of navigation application. Here today we'll learn the concept of how to send the data uh, from navigation one fragment to another fragment with the help of argument. Okay, so let's start our video. Here this is our last application. Okay, here the sample navigation, our app name is displayed. I don't want this, so I'll go to resource values and themes, just XML, and here I'm doing just no action bar. Let's run our application. Here you can check the sample app, which is the heading of it's gone. Now let's firstly for the argument passing, let's so firstly guys, if you want to transfer our data with the help of argument, firstly need to add some dependencies to our gradle. Firstly here you need to add some plugin, which is the safe API. I am just copy pasting from my another application. Here is the plugin which needs to add over here. Okay, this is the plugin. For that, this is the safe API plugin. Okay, which is the great plugin to generate a single object and build the classes that enable the type safety. Okay, which means the data is not leaked, it should be safe. Okay, and transfer the data from one argument to the destination. If you enter, let's we enter our data on the login fragment, it should be transferred to the welcome this. Okay, whatever the data which we have entered here should be displayed on the here, should be displayed over here. For that we need to add this safe API. Okay, just and also needs to add class path here from the gradle. This class path should be pasted. Just go to our application. If you want this plugins and class path details, just hit, just need to sync this and wait for the building. So guys, if you want the plugins and all the details, I'm gonna, if you want, just comment it out and I will add this dependencies. If you want, also you can search for this also, not an issue. Okay, let's wait for the building. Okay, here our app is successfully built. Okay, fine. Let's close all the other all tab. Let's, okay, fine. We have added the save, we have, okay, added the save arguments here. Let's check whether it's working or not. Okay, here just need to type. Okay, fine. Firstly we need to add, let's let's we want to display our data on home fragment, right? Just go to home fragment. For this we need to go on navigation part, just select the home fragment. Okay, just go to design tab. Once we clicked on this home fragment. Okay, here you can check argument is displayed. Okay, here I just add name. Okay, it should be of the string type. Okay, just need to add. Here you can check the argument is, once we hit here, the argument is displayed. Okay, fine. Okay, and let's go to our home fragment. Let's type here. Let's val private val argument. Here you can check if you done the plugin properly. Here it's showing the arguments of home fragment. Okay, just home, just need to type home fragment args. Okay, paste by from nav. Just need to add nav. Okay, just remove this. Okay, just remove. Okay, fine. Okay, here I haven't done the, instead of on created view, instead of I'm doing the, I'm binding my view, first I'm overriding the method on view created. Okay, here I'm directly binding my view, binding equal to fragment home fragment dot bind with the my view. Okay, fine. Here, okay, once we add the argument here, you need to just clean and rebuild our project and wait for the building. Okay, to use our sign in button, sign in, we have a edit name dot text dot to string. We need to save this in any variable. Let's give as my name. Okay, now just give the another variable. Let's give a direction equal to login fragment direction dot, need to pass the action. We have a login fragment to home fragment action. Here just need to pass the my name. Okay, after that find nav controller dot navigation and direction should be passed over here. That's it. Now go to our home fragment to receive the data. Here bind.apply. Here directly we can access edit this name dot text equal to, sorry, should be set text, and here with the help of arguments dot, here we can check directly, we get the name which is we have defined directly. Now alt control alt L says, and let's run our application to check whether the data is transferred from the fragment or not. Okay, here I'm entering this simply a text. Hit on the sign button. Here you can check from the login fragment to home fragment, we have successfully transferred the data. For this video guys, Uh, Actually, we have started the series of Kotlin. If you want to learn the compose also, you can check on our channel, the which is the compose series also we have introduced. Also, in the upcoming videos, we'll learn the all the concepts of Kotlin one by one. For that, please do stack of the navigation. Here we have three. In the last video, we have developed these three fragments: login fragment, registration fragment, and the login fragment. And the agenda was just once the user login itself is forwarded to the on the home fragment. Also, once the registration was done by the user, the person is also need to go to the home fragment. Okay, in this video we'll learn the backstack, because once we um, reach out at the home fragment, once the user press back, he should come at the launcher, not the back. Let's run our application. I'll see you. Okay, here the user, if enter anything, he has to, once the user click on the sign button, it's reached out on the home fragment. Once we click on back, again the user come to on the login fragment. In from this, if we register the person, let's give any name, and he, once we hit on the sign up, he has to reach on the home fragment. But if I press a back, this is our registration fragment, and again I'll press a back, this is the login fragment. If I press again back, it's close the application. Okay, this is the concept for that, but this is the general flow of our application. But we required, once the uh, user done the login, he has to come on the home fragment. But once he press the back button, he has to come to the launcher activity, I mean the main fragment, main screen of our mobile. Okay, for that, just come to in this is the navigation graph. Just for that, just select this. If I select this action, this action is for registration to the home fragment. Okay, once we click on this action, here we can check pop-up. Okay, this is the option available, pop-up behavior, the pop-up 2. Here we are add the registration fragment also. Okay, okay, here we have added the registration fragment, and here we do the true options. Means once the user registered himself and reach out to the home fragment, he, once he press the back button, he comes to the launcher. Okay, for same also we have to do the for the login also. Here the pop-up will remove the login fragment. It should be true. It means once the user, comes to the home fragment, okay, it will remove all the activities which are present in a backstack, and remove the, it's true, it means remove all the fragments which are present in a backstack. Okay, let's we'll do for the each and every fragment. Just here from the registration to login, we'll remove. Once the registration done, registration fragment should be removed. Okay, true. Once the user registered, we have done this. Once the user logged in, okay, for the here also, the login should be removed. It's true. Okay, here we have also added. Okay, let's check whether our backstack is working properly or not. Just run the application. Okay, here is our application. Here I'm just entering the data. User is, once the user is click on the sign in, the home fragment. Now once I press the back, the launcher, the home, I mean the screen of the mobile is open. It means our backstack is working properly. So this is the concept of a backstack. I have added all the full crash course of navigation, which includes uh, navigation from one fragment to another fragment with the help of action. Also, we have added send the data from one fragment to another fragment with the help of argument. Also, and this is the backstack concept I have mentioned. If you like this video, please do subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you so much.